Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Winston now. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down.
He's up 2nd down here. Second down, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Fresh set of downs here. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go now.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's got Rome. And he goes down, but not 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Martin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. A dump off to Sims. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Working out of the gun, Winston. Surveying the field. Look at the time. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Throwing now is Brady, being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Brady now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So 2 quarters down. Hey, Charles, give me a water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second half. Offense or defense. You've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. They start the second half with a run by Forte. He's still on his feet and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Forte, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Matt Forte taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a Matt Forte touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part.
And Winston lost the football. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Winston to throw. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Lewis Murphy. And 4th down coming up. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Winston. He's got time. Still back there. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Winston. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Finding time. Complete. He finds Braith. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, Winston. Can't find anyone open. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen. Think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Brady going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. He's got a man complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Now here's Johnson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. Past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are